Hello and welcome to the Simulation Soccer League Cup. I'm Jiggly.
And I'm TVC.
We have the second leg of the round one fix, and what do you got?
Yeah, we've got a good slate of games ahead of us today. I think to start us off, we do have a battle of the Titans. We have Tokyo SC currently in first place in the league, taking on Seoul Mythic at MFC. As a reminder, this is the second of two legs, and away goals do matter here. So we believe we'll be playing at, there it is. I think we're at Tokyo, if the graphic is correct. Last time the graphic
says, yeah. I mean, the last time I did broadcast, the graphics just weren't even there, so you can't trust graphics anymore.
Well, Tokyo currently lead 1-0 over Seoul MFC, and if we are indeed away at Tokyo, that means Tokyo do have an away goal here. So big advantage for them. Seoul MFC, if they do score a goal today, will be an away goal as well.
That's what I was about to say. Like, it's not that much of an advantage when you consider the fact that Seoul has the second. They've got a goal that they have to get anyway, so it's going to knock out that away goal no matter what.
100%. Though Seoul MFC not known for the highest goal differential in our league, that spot belongs to Tokyo SC, who are currently dominating with 16 goal difference through 8 games.
And the game has kicked off. Rossetti takes that ball out from Man. Ball is sent forward. Dasenvitz out in the wing. Tries to send it in. Man keeps it in. Tries to clear it out, but it does go right back to them. Now Seoul is going to... Oh, they just cough it up in the midfield. Rise sends it through to Isagi. Isagi's shot is blocked by Mertz.
And that's what Tokyo's been so good at this season, is finding the extra man on the crash.
Corner kick doesn't lead to anything.
It's interesting to see whether or not Seoul can exploit them on the wings, though. Seoul do play in a wider sort of formation. They're lined up in a 3-4-3 today.
It's with a big shot from outside the box. And I almost thought that was saved by Kong, but that does hit the bar and go out.
Really? I thought Kong got to that. The 6'6" Korean goalkeeper has made some really good saves this season through 9 matches.
Now Seoul works it out wide. Noodle goes forward. Odin into the box. And nobody there to collect it. Okocha puts it in the box, but it goes out wide of the box, and it's going back the other way.
So the one thing Seoul do lack is a little bit of height. They are a little shorter on those wide areas. Catch up Noodle, only 6'6" here. Sorry, 6 foot.
I was about to say 6'6" isn't exactly short.
Baraka, though, their current striker today, currently 6'4".
As we all know, the greatest footballer who ever played was not that tall. So,
no, that would be Sky Raj. He stands at 6'11". Also on the other side of the pitch.
Dasenvitz takes it forward. Lays it off to Soderberg. She swings it out to the inside. Looking to get to that right wing, but only just getting there. Visser puts it in. Sent back out. They're looking to get somebody on a header here. It's not quite there. Isagi's shot is saved by Kong.
Now, interestingly enough, through 30 minutes, Tokyo just hasn't had a lot of success in the middle of the field, despite their more aggressive 4-1-3-2 formation with those 4 midfielders.
It doesn't look like they're trying to go to the center of the pitch.
Nope, and I agree. It seems they're content to continue trying the whip.
Okocha! A quick noodle header gets to Okocha, but he is offside.
That was an awfully tight offside there. I'm not sure which one of the two was off, maybe both.
Yeah, Capelli lays it off to Okocha, to Mueller. Trying to find enough space to get a cross in. Well, they do hit the square button, but it's not exactly a cross that goes to scoring position. Now they're back in the corner. Here's a cross. That's not really to anybody. A long pass from Odin to Okocha. Okocha finishes it, but he looked pretty offside there. And he is.
I agree. About a foot and a half off there. Oh,
Ooh,
he was almost kept on.
A whole lot closer than we thought. And honestly, it looked like a Tokyo player may have played the ball.
No, that was, I believe, that was Abantuchet that was very nearly on the receiving end of an offside trap.
Is there a new that I didn't know about? Are there substitutions at halftime?
Yes! That is very, very new to our league. This is only the third game with them in it, and we are seeing some subs come on. I think it's gotta be for Seoul. Tokyo have no subs, so we'll see who comes on for Seoul.
I do know that Seoul does have a striker on the bench.
I agree. It could very well be Mayo who comes on here. Seoul need a goal. Now, it is interesting. Despite having more than one striker at the club this year, they have struggled to score goals. JJ Okocha, with 3 goals through 9 games, is their leader in goals scored.
Well, I'm not sure if they actually did make any subs here. I would love to know if there were subs. But they have kicked off already, and more almost getting a shot off there.
So, ironically, I don't think there were any subs there. We saw a sub screen and we had a pause, but I don't think there were any subs. Could be that our camera was just checking to make sure that they were not reading their instructions incorrectly. But yeah, no, you're right. No changes for either team.
Well, Seoul moves forward. I guess not. I really guess not. They cycle it back around to the left wing. Mueller puts Okocha through, but Okocha cuts inside, slowing everything down. But Okocha does get ahead and gets that shot off, and I believe he is onside this time.
Flag does stay down. This should be good.
And there is that away goal I was talking about. All they needed is 1 goal in general to tie it up.
Absolutely. Credit to Okocha here, playing a long con 1-2 there. That is Okocha's 4th goal of the season, actually. As I mentioned, only 3 goals through 9, now 10. 4 through 10.
Now Tokyo looking to get another goal here. Although, if they score again and Seoul tie it up, then Seoul would have the away goal here.
Indeed. Now,
so the biggest pressure would be on Seoul right now to get this next goal,
or on Tokyo to keep it out. I don't actually know if it goes straight to pens or if we have extra time.
Well, there's Rise to try to make sure it doesn't. That's saved, but quickly sent back out. Almost a counterattack for Seoul.
Yeah, Kong's been really, really good for Seoul this season, averaging 1.11 goals through 90 minutes in 9 matches so far. Though that number does mean Tokyo should expect at least 1 here. We'll see if they can get it.
Comes Seoul up the left wing. Okocha putting on Eloise. And Noodle! Tasevich tries to keep Noodle away, but Ketchup Noodle gets the goal here, and Seoul is in the lead.
And really, once you saw the direction that bounce took, there was no doubt where that was going to end up. Noodle with so much space.
Really, Thessenbits is right there.
Just
Barely fought out Thessenbits.
And that is Noodle's third goal of the season. The Serbian striker having now 3 through 10 games.
And so Isagi to Rupp, that header goes out.
That's a massive goal for Seoul now. Tokyo need 2 to win. They cannot tie.
And Seoul's looking for more. Odin sends it over to Okocha. Okocha trying to find Noodle in behind the defense, but gets cut out. Noodle on the right wing now. Lizzie to Okocha. Trying to find somebody who can get a shot off. That cross there is cut out by Versetti. Tokyo's ball.
I can't believe I forgot to mention, this is our SSL Asian Derby.
Yeah.
Currently, Tokyo have won 2 of the last 2 meetings. As things stand,
it's a big cross, big passer, Noodle. That's saved by Hill. But the danger is still there as Noodle's running around. Okay, go on.
Yeah, no, as it stands, if Seoul wins here, it'd be their first of 3.
And then there was also last season's SSL Cup, where I think it was the same matchup, actually, that Seoul got absolutely demolished in.
We will see if they can turn the other shoe.
It'll lace it off to the side to Man. Man looking to cross here. To Okocha. Shot is saved, but Man's back. Seoul retained possession somehow.
Yeah, they are really getting stuck into those tackles today. We've seen a couple of lunges from Seoul. Haven't been punished for it yet.
And he mentioned about the wide play, or at least, Seoul trying to find a way to win out wide, but most of these goals have come more towards the center.
Absolutely.
Oh, and there's another chance. Aloisi! Baraka Aloisi with the 3rd goal of the game here.
3rd goal of the season for Aloisi as well, and I don't know who to credit, Aloisi with the shot or Hill with the blunder here. He kind of just watches that.
Not much of a chance there. I'd say Okocha's vision right there to lay it back off to Mueller, because that space opened up because of Okocha's movement.
100%. Beautiful build-up play by Seoul today. That would be Mueller's 4th assist of the season. He's their primary playmaker, if I'm remembering correctly.
As he lays it off to Mueller, Okocha's shot goes well over. And we're entering very close to injury time now. They think it's over. It might be over.
They might need to score 1 more for good measure.
Man's out on the right wing. It's a corner. It is over.
Massive win by Seoul MFC here. They turn over the 1-0 loss away, and they will come up with a big 3-0 win today. Deserved win, I must say. They outplayed Tokyo in almost every facet of the field.
Okocha looked absolutely amazing out there on that left wing. Really just absolutely picking things apart.
Absolutely. Were it not for a couple of offside flags, you would have a couple more goals too. The other hand, Tokyo, this is the first game we've really seen them struggle all season. They did not look good.
I think that those wing backs weren't really tracking back towards the defense the way that they should be.
Yeah, and it left Tokyo oftentimes one man too little to defend the rush, and Seoul able to punish time after time.
What we got next?
I actually don't know. I've joined you today in our game of game roulette. We will see who we play. And
It's Buenos Aires at Adowa Accra FC. Accra leads it's the same situation. It's the same situation. Accra leads 1-0, and Buenos Aires needs 1 goal at the very least.
An interesting follow-up to Clash of the Titans match. This is a battle of the cellar dwellers. Currently, Buenos Aires 12th in the league, Accra 9th, our S4 expansion team. Had a bit of a rough start to the season, but currently sitting with 2 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses in 8 matches.
You know what? I'm all on board for a bar fight. I mean, as a fan of the Chicago Fire, I love a bad team playing against a bad team.
Well, neither team are running a bad strategy. They're both playing at a 4-3-3 today. We'll see who has the better of the two.
If they have the same exact tactics.
They do not. We will see Accra play in a little more of aggressive fashion. They are in an attacking mentality today.
And Buenos Aires is one of those teams that's like, for those for someone like me who hasn't paid attention since season 1, has quite a few names that it's like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. And I mean, maybe the reason why I remember that guy is because they haven't updated since first season.
I think that a lot of their team is actually quite active. It's unfortunate that they haven't been able to find a little more success, but
it's just unfortunate to see, players that do get love and care much more than what I just said. They get that love and care, but do not get the love and care from the sim itself.
Absolutely. Tokyo has been... Sorry, not Tokyo. That was last
Oh,
season.
Weiss! Big shot saved by LaRock. We haven't really been talking about the game itself here, as it kind of skipped ahead on us.
Wow, we're 24 minutes gone already?
Yep.
I think that was genuinely the first opportunity for either team.
Yeah. I mean, it says that there's been shots, but I believe that was like the first, good shot.
Absolutely. That was Luke LaRoque, the American goalkeeper, averaging 1.67 goals against in 90 minutes so far through 9 games.
Have a pronunciation guide?
I do not, but it's Laraque. I think it's LaRoque.
Wouldn't it be LaRock?
LaRoque, there it is. See, there's my Canadianism mixing in a little bit of implied French word.
Well, I mean, it's still that, but LaRoque would be with an O instead of an A.
I agree. No, genuinely, I just added a Canadian French twist to it because it looked like it deserved one, and you're correct.
I was actually thinking of Mariana Laroquette, who I think she still plays in the NWSL. I don't know. I just remember her from a long time ago when I was researching the Argentinian women's national team.
That is a...
Oh, you know what? I find some random things that I have to research.
I was gonna say that was an obscure shout out.
That me mentioning Mariana Laroquette is actually a shout out to the former GMs in the IHL, the 6, maybe 10 people who know about that league that died a long time ago. And we have kickoff for the second half.
I feel like there should be changes, but I'm not seeing any on the field for Buenos Aires, and I don't think I see any on the field for Accra FC either.
Accra's moving up to the right wing. I guess not. Rigmarole giving them the runaround. And Selic's shot is saved by Oakdown.
I will say, though, for a team that's on the front foot, Accra have definitely looking to take a bit of a back seat to this game.
We're already in the 55th minute now at this game. You know, usually that's the thing when you have, two teams that are struggling, which is you don't know whether you're going to get a bar fight or a snooze fest. And unfortunately, I think we may have gotten the latter. But Vandersloot pushes forward, and that's saved by Laroc.
A reminder, see Buenos Aires, you do need a goal here. I'm surprised to see them come out so flat-footed, though they have had the opportunities of the match so far.
Yeah. Catarina took out Selic.
Currently on a yellow. That's their second of the season.
I know I know of Catarina's full name, but I just completely forgot. It's a Dark Souls reference, isn't it?
Yeah, Sigurd of Catarina.
Yes.
5 foot tall. Typically not what you see at the center back position, but it's worked out well for them.
There's an old saying from Paolo Maldini, which is, if I have to make a tackle, I've already lost. It's not about being physical, it's about being in the right position. And there's Vandersloot pushing forward here. Laroc saves it again. Vandersloot being very dangerous in the second half now.
On the other side, though, Laroc also being a little bit sloppy with the ball this match. Those were two pretty routine saves that they've decided to push out instead.
Vice! Tal! Was that Tally? Tail? What?
That is Imo Tally, the Finnish midfielder.
Okay.
I didn't think they would score that.
I mean, that was probably their best chance in terms of just positioning and just somebody wide open right there at the top of the box.
Absolutely, but Imo Tally only scores screamers.
Oh, it is like screamer distance, I guess.
Fair enough.
Selic to Ansa. And Ansa scores!
What was that chip? Oh my god, that was beautiful!
And look like that's going to be curtains here for Buenos Aires. But the way that this game has been played so far, that's got to be it.
That is a beautiful touch by Ansa there. Not too hard, with such finesse, chips it over the outstretched arms of Koshi Oakdown.
As Vice's header goes just over the bar here. And I'm reading here from the commentary on the screen something about Buenos Aires fans booing the team.
That I feel like that's harsh. Buenos Aires have played well and just haven't really converted their opportunities.
Snook's up on the left wing now. Playing it in for Ansa, but that one goes well over the bar. Can't chip every time.
I mean, you can certainly try, and that one goes a little bit high this time.
Puts it out to Rigmarole. Rigmarole trying to get around Christus, but Christus is not moving. Draper moves it up to Gorkov. Looks like this might be a chance. Governo gets it past him, and Governo does have a goal. It's a bit too late now.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, even if Buenos Aires score here, they need 3 to be able to move on.
No, they just need 1, and they'd move on.
Buenos Aires at home, they had no away goals.
I thought this was at Accra.
I'm pretty sure Buenos Aires at home. That's why the home fans were booing them, right?
I don't know. I remember the graphics said that Accra was at home.
It did, which is why I think the graphics are wrong.
Great. I don't know. We could tell from the positioning on the screen here.
Yes, typically
Buenos Aires versus Accra. Great.
So I think that Accra.
But Seoul was on the left side.
Meaning Seoul was at home.
Or we're just wrong. Governo here again. This is going to show if it matters or not. If Buenos Aires gets another goal here, we're going to sure as hell find out this time.
We should see as the game ends where this game was played. And that will give us a definitive location.
It is over. Accra still wins on Yep, that's it is in Buenos Aires.
So no away goals needed here. Accra FC able to get it done. Not able to take away a win, but able to take away a draw, and the win from earlier in the leg will do it for them.
I don't think either team deserved to win this game.
It was a bit of a bar fight. You were right.
I mean, it wasn't even a bar fight. A bar fight is like physical and fun. This was. Look at the XG here: 0.96 for Buenos Aires, 0.71 for Accra. 0 clear-cut chances. Possession was almost equal. This is just not good soccer.
But you know what? Both of these teams are both very, very young. I'm hoping next season we will see them play a little bit better. But for Accra FC, it's a big move on for them. They head to the second round. I think that's the quarterfinals.
They get trophy money, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We're just gonna pretend that they get trophy money.
I wish there was trophy money.
To add to the cap. Like, that's how caps should work, right? Yeah, totally. Anyways, we got Cairo against Paris next. Paris is a team that I don't know much about. Tell me about them.
AS Paris, the second of our S4 expansion teams, they have had a strong start to the season. They currently sit 6th place, tied for 5th actually, though they find themselves down to Cairo City. Cairo City, on the other hand, have really struggled this year. That scoreline does reflect how good they should be. However, they currently sit in 11th place with 1 win and 1 draw through 8 games.
Yeah, Cairo with a 3-goal lead, and it looks like, I mean, well, what it usually is from this screen, we can say that Cairo also leads with like the away goals, but now that we know what we know about the graphics, I'm not sure about anything anymore.
So Cairo City are at home today on that left-hand side, meaning they did score 4 in Paris. A bit of a mountain for Paris to climb, I'm not going to lie. However, I will mention, Inter London last year had a 3-goal lead against Catalunya, 3 away goal lead against Catalunya, and then we blew it.
As my grandfather used to say about the Cubs, is when they start to blow it. Moving on, the game has already started, and Cairo is retaining the ball, and they're trying to find a way through on the inside, and I don't think that's a good idea.
I feel like their players are doing the best of what they've been told to do. Cairo lining up in a... Oh.
Cortez sends it in! Ayodewa!
What were you doing there?
I don't think he had the space to really like get a good clean shot off of it.
He just dribbled that into the into Sabota.
Yeah, I don't think he like was able to get like a good touch on it. Like when he needed to shoot it, like the ball was too close to him, and then when he needed to shoot it again, the ball was too far away. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it gets away from you. Well, we will see if Cairo lets us get away from them. Their formation, like I was mentioning, very defensive. They are playing in a 5-2-1-2.
I mean, you just got to do what you can to just stick it out at this point. Brisky sends it back to Horvat. Paris continues looking for a way in. Oak. Ayodewa Papastopoulos! And that goes over the bar.
Now, AS Paris are lined up in a 4-2-3-1, a very standard formation. However, in my opinion, one of the lesser formations within the FM engine. I find with the 4-2-3-1, the players really struggle to find the proper space, and ball play often stagnates in the opposition third, and that's kind of what we're seeing with AS Paris here.
Played through for Azpilicueta. That shot goes wide, but I do understand what. Yeah, go on.
Second shot of the match for Cairo. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, the thing with the 4-2-3-1 is like it's a very basic formation in the modern game, and everyone uses it. And it's one of those things where like if enough people use a certain formation, it's going to be easy to figure out how to deal with it.
Now, the issue here is Cairo's defense have been abysmal this year. They average, they don't average, they have a goal difference of -10. Now, if you consider Cairo score about 2 or 3 goals every match.
I mean, you know, it's you score more goals than the other team. That's the type of football I like. This is why I like on vibes. I like Cairo.
I've been told that is how you win ball games.
You win by scoring more than the other team.
Big
Play to win the game. Bill Parcells. Wait, no. I think that was Tony Dungy. I think play to win the game was Tony Dungy. Anyway, cross into Azpilicueta, saved by Sobota. Having a bit more fun here because this is just Cairo trying. There it is, Peter Oak. A goal here for Paris. This game is about Cairo trying to just outlast Paris.
Yeah, no, that's a bit of a yikes by their goalkeeper there.
I mean, he was pretty well screened at that point. That's more right back is nowhere to be found there on that corner there. A right back or an inside midfielder. Oak again with a shot. Cortez. That one goes wide.
It's interesting how you noted that. That right back position is actually where Jeeves is playing. Sorry, that left back position, I apologize, is where Jeeves is playing a little more aggressive. So Cairo do have a bit of asymmetric formation.
I hate asymmetric formations. Anyway.
They're good for exploiting spaces, and I feel like AS Paris just doesn't have a ton of space to exploit. But on the flip side, not a ton of space for AS Paris to exploit either, and they need more goals. I actually think AS Paris need 4 goals to even move on today.
Yeah. Oak puts it through for Ayadele. G Fuel.
Former Sydney City player.
Lays it off Pelletier. That's saved. I think G Fuel played for someone else before Sydney as well. I forgot.
Yeah, Sydney City had drafted him from, I want to say, Tokyo?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Could have been Seoul.
I don't think it was Seoul. And it's halftime now. Paris still has 3 more goals to get.
Though through 45 minutes, they have looked like the better team. Did they get a...
Yeah, they're the better team, but like it's a massive mountain to climb, and especially against a team that is turtling. It's effectively turtling. I remember, obviously I'm just going to talk about my own personal experiences and watching the Fire, but I remember there was a game in Orlando where Orlando went down, I think, 2 players. They went down to 9 men, and the Fire were not able to win that game because they just pulled everyone into the box and just fortified it. The Fire could do whatever they wanted outside the box, but they would not be able to get in. They weren't able to score, and I think that's what Cairo, I call it, like, it's turtling. You just huddle up, put out the armor and hope that they don't get in.
Well, speaking of turtling, we will see if Cairo City actually, no subs today for them, so they choose not to bring on Pass the Turtle for their turtle formation. A shame, really.
Well, they cough up the ball. That gets in behind that defense, but not for long. And Toastman takes him down. Looks like that deserved a bit more.
Yeah, the referee didn't even talk to him about it. He just kind of whistled and waved play on.
And it looks like that header should have done more there. Yarvala wide open.
Yarvala, 6'10", one of the taller defenders in our league, only has 1 goal this season so far, so not a set piece specialist per se.
Paris off to start their adventure here now. A long ball doesn't get anywhere.
I think we did have our first sub of the day on, actually. That's Jay Brzezinski that was coming out for a Twilight Sparkle on the right-hand side.
Well, they just let a pass from Jeeves go right by them. And here they are again, coming up to the right wing and giving up the ball to Jeeves again.
Woo!
Oh! It's Pilaquinta with a massive shot. Where's the goal line technology here?
There it is.
There's the goal line technology, and we're going to look at this.
Yeah, that's not in, but God, that was awfully close.
We got to have... Ah, come on. I want to have, like, the overhead shot. I want to see that.
I wonder if that hit the underside of the bar and just came down outside that line. Must have been, right? Otherwise, that would have been a goal.
Cairo still has their 2-goal lead here, including all of them away goals.
Yeah, might as well be a 3-goal lead, to be honest.
It's the 68th minute now. Paris is running out of time. They have a team that can do it.
I think what's really throwing Paris off here is how high up Cairo is playing.
Oh, moving into the box. Pletier's shot is blocked. And it's cleared out.
Cairo City pressing so high up on the pitch there. Whenever AS Paris recover the ball, they have to dribble it all the way back.
And Jeeves' shot is pretty weak. It's saved by Sobota. Papadopoulos playing it for Pelletier. And we're not going to see that.
Yeah, a real missed opportunity, I feel, there for AS Paris. That should have been a counter for them.
Calvatore. Jeeves' shot again. Jeeves is doing whatever they want.
Yeah, Cairo really bouncing back on the possession game in the second half. With 3 to score, I think we're pretty safe to say Cairo City's going to move on, right?
Here comes Cortez. Gives up the ball. I'm looking for a Cairo goal here at this point with the way that they've been playing in the second half. And there's the Spilaqueta. And there it is! The goal!
You spoke it into existence. Wow. It's as if like yeah, that was coming. The turn of play absolutely indicated that was on its way, but yep, you definitely spoke that into existence.
Full play here from Torres, Spilaqueta, Calvatore. Just great link-up play. The triangle right there.
Aspilaqueta gets it right this time. If you can't get it on net, you just go around the keeper and put it on an empty one, right?
Very well onside. And that's going to be it here.
Yeah, that should be it for AS Piri.
Oak gets one, but it's not going to be enough. That's 6 minutes until injury time.
Yeah, but can we talk about how awful this effort is by the Heretic? That was yikes. Second yikes moment of the day from them.
How awful it was from Johnson.
Holy smokes.
Johnson caught sleeping on that wing.
Definitely a little complacency coming in from Cairo, though not undeserved. That goal won't hurt them.
Might hurt some of their paychecks. Can we cut people's pay in this league?
I think we can in the file, but like I don't think a simmer is gonna do it unless you pay them to. I shouldn't have said that. Please don't go bribing our simmers.
Don't bribe the simmer, bribe me. I'll say good things. I never say good things, so if you bribe me, I'll say good things. Pelletier's passing, not doing too well there. Filiqueta's up again. To Jeeves. Back to Spilicueta, and that's another goal for Spilicueta.
Cairo City are going to be glad to have tied it on the day. I can't say it's been deserved, but there it is.
This second half has been very good for Cairo.
I agree. It's been a bit of a shade of comparison between the two teams.
Although the second half we saw a lot more from Jeeves, and the only change from the first half was Twilight Sparkle on that right back position. And we saw a whole lot more from Jeeves, the left winger.
Yeah, no, I didn't even notice that. That's a great shout out.
They gave Twilight Sparkle a good grade here, but I'm not so sure defensively.
I wonder how much of that is from the assist.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Definitely, I don't think it's like looking at Gaston Gimenez. I mean, give him a good grade, but he absolutely did not do well when it mattered. And maybe Twilight Sparkle added something going forward, but didn't do much to help defensively, especially against Jeeves and Spilicueta. You see that left side did real well this game.
Yeah, AS Paris did a great job scoring goals today. Unfortunately, they've kind of forgot they needed to do the other side of it, and that's keep balls out of their own net. And they do lose today on their first leg performance, though they don't even come out with a win. They come out with a draw instead.
And you see both of those goals for Paris were both assisted by their right back.
Yeah, Brzezinski and Twilight Sparkle able to make it work today.
Isn't it Brzezinski?
Brzezinski, yes.
Brzezinski.
You're correct. There's no N there.
Yeah.
And both goals coming from Peter Oak, actually. Their midfielder. So.
Well, once again, we have a similar situation to the first one, as we did the first two games. We have a similar situation with these two games, as Catalunya leads 4-1 going into this one against Montreal.
Yeah, I can tell you that Catalunya do have the away goal lead in the exact same situation. They scored 4 away goals in Montreal. Montreal will have it to do today, and unfortunately, they find themselves against a very, very hot Catalonian team. Catalunya currently tied for first place with 21 points, 7 wins through 8 matches so far this season. Unfortunate
things for Montreal in this matchup is that it's just not a good matchup for them. Montreal likes to let the other team come to them and then hit them right behind, but Catalunya is not that kind of team.
Nope.
Quick shot from Isaac.
Catalunya absolutely coming out in a blitz today. They're playing in a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-4-2 narrow diamond. And yeah, they are out on the attacking mentality. They're looking for blood, and they're looking to run it down straight in the middle of the field.
And there's Maple. And that's a goal. Dogwood Maple adding on to this lead for Catalunya here.
Yep. Right out the gate, just looking for that aggressive pass.
Pulled away 2 defenders on their own and then got behind them.
I think that was both of their center backs that got drawn in there, and yeah,
not a good look.
Nope.
As a wonderful free kick to that blade of grass right there.
Now, Adam Rage, the 6'2" Italian goalkeeper, normally better on those one-on-one opportunities. Only averaging 2.67 goals against in 90 minutes so far, though. A lot of that, I will say, is probably a team effort.
Here comes Maple again. Puts a cross in. Can't tell who quite got that head on it, but it is a goal kick.
I don't think anyone got a head on it. Doug kind of missed his header. That was a weird animation, but he jumped like 2 inches and missed a header.
Well, Montreal's trying to quickly come back. I thought Biscuit was on the... Well, Biscuit is on the ball now. Plays it back to free kick. And that's a save by Gunnarsson there, but that was an interesting play. I thought Biscuit was going to take it forward, and they pulled off.
Yeah, no, that was Biscuit getting caught offside by the Catalunya offside trap.
And there's Budget Busquets.
Yeah. Speaking of Catalunya, and there's their second goal of the game. We'll likely see a couple more today, honestly.
Wow, that's just an absolute scrum. You can see the difference between the two teams there is how organized Catalunya looked on that and how Montreal just bunched up. Looking like a ball in a herd, a bunch of 7-year-olds. Busquets looking for someone else to take this. McPossum finally does play it out to Fist out on the right wing. Papastopoulos takes it away, though. Looking for that counterattack, but there's just nobody there to help.
Ooh.
Isaac takes it away, though. Fist getting his pocket picked twice already now. Free kick sends it forward to Biscuit. Biscuit's shot is saved by Gunnarsson.
Yeah, definitely don't trust your family jewels to leave Fist.
Free kick lays it off to Lexington. Lexington puts it forward to Druid. That's saved by Gunnarsson. And Druid was also offside. I was about to say Dryad for some strange reason.
Druid, Dryad, very similar, honestly. Neither of them have goals.
It's a very similar conceptually, I guess.
Both of them also scoreless.
Busquets puts it through to Sinclair, but I believe Sinclair is offside there. Yep.
Just barely. It's interesting to see how Catalan are playing. They are very centrally built today.
Maple just tries heat check.
Gotta check if Adam Rage is taking a nap over there. Down 6-1 on aggregate. I would definitely be napping if I were a fan.
I mean, I mean, you look at the XG here. It's 0.9 XG for Catalunya. And, you know, one of those things that I like talking about with XG is how you can just use it to say whatever you want. Oh, Rising's here. That shot is saved by Rage. You can kind of use XG to say whatever you want. So you can either, you know, criticize someone or say something's good because of their XG. You can just use it however. And I will say for Catalunya, I mean, it's just about taking the chance. It's about, you know, taking chances, whatever chances they are, even if they're low quality chances, just take the chances. And that's what we're seeing from Catalunya. Rising. That shot goes over.
Yeah, no, it definitely seems like they found the formula. Last season they weren't quite clinical enough, so this season they've kept on trying until something goes in the net. So we're going to see a lot of those opportunities that go way over the bar. But so long as more go in the net than over them, I'm sure they'll be happy.
Well, that halftime XG there was 1.25 now, so it's kind of evened out. There's not much here. I was hoping for, like, you know, just like there would be one game where there would be like a definitive goal, and there hasn't been yet.
I think the earlier game was a very, very exciting game,
despite how boring it was. It wasn't like a one definitive goal, though, you know? Like, I'm waiting for, like, you know, it's the beauty of the cup. Why is there no beauty here? I came to see the pretty.
I agree. There've been a couple pretty goals, but overall today's selection of matches.
No, I don't mean like specific, like the quality of the goal. I just mean like, you know, like a goal to like end it or something like that, or like a big equalizer. We haven't had that. It's been pretty one-sided for each of these games.
Yeah, no, and I gotta say, I'm sure it's not dead water match for the other teams, but it certainly felt like a little dead water here and there, right? Good example was
the subs are taking a while. Catalunya is putting out their youth academy. Kevin De Bruyne? What?
Kevin De Bruyne.
I just read that quickly. It's like, what? I mean, I'd believe it that De Bruyne is in their academy. Calavera's shot is saved, goes out wide. And the corner is cleared out. Time for a free kick.
So that was McFlopface, Floppy McFlopface, coming out the field for Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne is out there too. And there's another goal by Maple, by the way.
Oh, McFlopface is still out there. I'm sorry. Who came off then?
And no one knows. No one quite cares at this point either.
No wonder Catalunya are winning. They have 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
They took off the goalkeeper. They don't need them.
To be frank. At this point,
bring. We need a Jorge Campos in this league. Somebody needs to create a Jorge Campos.
You know, there's been a trend in baseball lately where we're seeing more position players playing at the position of pitching during blowouts. When are we gonna see a sub-rotation into the net for Gunnarsson here and see the Icelandic goalkeeper playing below the striker? Put Gunnarsson up top.
Put Mojo Rising in goal. Put Gunnarsson up top. Let's see what happens.
They wouldn't. Cowards.
Hey, Jorge Campos was is like the greatest.
Honestly, I kind of want to experiment with that. I want to see how a 6'6" tall defensive center back does in net. Don't ask me why, I just kind of do.
Well, Calavera's got a chance now for at least something for Montreal out of this game, but can't quite keep it on frame.
No, he's added on to what's already there, and that is disappointment. Just an overall outlook of that Montreal match day can be captured in that singular moment where that shot goes way out and over.
The thing is that when I'm seeing like Catalunya's goals here, like it's not like Montreal's falling apart or anything. It's just the sheer quality from Catalunya. To Rising, and that's another goal now. Mr. Mojo Rising.
Are we sure Montreal's not falling apart, particularly? Are we sure?
That just seemed like a clean pass. Like I mean, I'll look at this again now.
It was a beautiful pass, but at what point does conceding 4 goals in a match be considered to be falling apart? I understand what you're saying. Montreal
it's not like Montreal is playing like a bad team.
I agree.
It's just that they're not playing good enough to be on Catalunya's level here.
Yeah, just a clear differential in quality today.
Trying to find something in the middle of the pitch, and they're not going to find any of that against Catalunya. There's another takeaway. Here comes the tiki-taka that is known throughout this region.
Oh,
Rising, almost shipping it in. These guys are out here having fun.
And can you blame them? They are up 8-1 on aggregate.
Well, Isaac is in behind now. That's saved, but Vincent's almost keeps it in. And as the text commentary asks, how did he miss that?
He missed that because on the other end of that is Alexandra Gunnarsson, one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season so far. Under 1 goal a match, 0.78 goals against average so far through 9 games.
That's a real good ERA there.
Oh, that is super solid. I have a pretty solid goalkeeper in London, but Gunnarsson is putting up a challenge for goalkeeper of the year and potentially MVP if they keep up
the way that I'm talking right now. I just really want. The only thing I'm thinking of right now is Druid's shot is saved by Gunnarsson again. The only thing I'm thinking about now is recreating as Jorge Campos, 20 eccentricity, 20 finishing for no reason despite being a goalkeeper.
Can you get finishing as a goalkeeper?
Yes. Well, I mean, in this league, I don't know, but in the game, yes. I've got a 1993 database loaded up playing as Newcastle, and I just recently got Jorge Campos just because, and he's got 16 finishing. Hey, they got a goal! Free kick! Off a direct free kick.
Speaking of finishing there, first of the match for Montreal United, perhaps perhaps some sort of life in them.
They got something. Gunnarsson was pulled a bit too far out wide. And free kick, just, I don't know how he contorted his body to get that to the far post there. Let's see if they can do any better than their last game with a second goal now. As I think that was Vins with the shot.
I think Biscuit just barely got a foot to it, but you're right, Vins was in the right place, right time to contest that, and not enough on that to really put a threat on net. Though, weird bounce.
Vins hoping to get some sort of goal scoring in this game where anybody can score. Maple, see? There's a hat trick.
Every time you see it, it happens. There's another one.
And there's the hat trick for Dogwood Maple there.
At this point, I don't think CF Catalunya want you to stop talking.
There it is.
Beautiful. Yeah, just near post on Adam Rage here, and Rage not been great this match, honestly.
And we're seeing more and more just beautiful football from Catalunya. And I think that Druid is in. That's saved. I think something that I said at the very season 1, and people at not season 1, season 2 when Catalunya came in, that I said early on you want to play this beautiful football, and you don't have the personnel to do it yet. And Catalunya has finally developed the personnel to do it, and it's doing great.
100%. They have looked really, really, really good this season, and it's part and turn to that woman in between the sticks there, Alexandra Gunnarsson. I heard, would it not be for her, they could very well be down this game. It's not that Montreal United have not had chances. They've had 3 or 4 breakaways, and just Gunnarsson's been there.
McFlopface looking to play in Rising, and there it is.
You know
Mr.
who's not been
Rising
there?
with the second goal.
You know who's not been there, Jiggly? Either of the Montreal center backs. I think that's more maybe the 3rd or 4th goal they've blown coverage on.
There it is. I mean, it's
completely unmarked in the box. You score every day of the week.
How did they mess that up? They went to protect their fullbacks. Each of them went to a designated fullback.
Yeah. No. I don't know whether Adam Rage has looked poor this match, the center backs have looked poor this match, or Montreal as a team has looked poor this match. I think it's a little bit of all three.
Hey, Coffee Biscuit. They got one more goal than last time out.
Hey, you know what? That's a really good goal for Biscuit. Biscuit had a really hot start to the season last year. Unfortunately, just haven't been able to recreate the form, though that is their 5th goal in this.
You know what we call that? Improvement.
Honestly, if you're gonna take a bright side from anything in this game, that's probably it. Yeah, you scored 2 against Catalunya. Yep. Catalunya have been a very stingy team this year so far. You're correct. It's not easy to score against them.
There's Calavera. That shot goes out. I was half expecting a breakaway.
We still might get one yet. 10 minutes to go in this game.
There's still 10 minutes left. Calavera. That's going to be it's yet not even close.
I wonder if that was just on the wrong foot for him. That looked like a wrong foot shot.
You look at the XG, it's tied pretty much. 2.63 to 2.71.
And Montreal have 22 shots on in the direction of the Catalunya net. And
at that point, you do start to put that on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think they had 13 shots on the net, so that's 11 saves for Gunners in this match. Wow.
And that's a hat trick for Dogwood Maple in this one. And yeah, not much to say here.
Absolute demolition job from CF Catalunya. I would not be surprised to see a couple of their players go on to win awards in this tournament.
I thought you were going to say I would not be surprised to see Montreal sack their coach, but
They sacked one of them earlier in the season, and they have hired their assistant replacement. Unfortunately, I don't believe that was in time for the sim. So I think it'll be next sim we do see the Sparky D starting to take a little bit of play in. But until then, Montreal have to look at other ways to improve.
And that's going to do it for us here. The teams moving on this time around are Accra FC, Cairo City, CF Catalunya, and Seoul Mythic FC. You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, no, our next quarterfinals are going to include some of the better teams in our league from last season, Athena, Hollywood, and Inter London, respectively, entering in that second round. Sydney City as well, though they have struggled as of late. It'll be interesting to see who draws whom.
And that's going to do it for us here. I'm Jiggly.
And I'm TVC.